Good day, my dear students. Welcome to another fun learning experience. So today, we will discuss how to store properly our kitchen tools and equipment. So last meeting, we discussed the different sanitizing method and the cleaning compound. So now, we will discuss how to properly store our kitchen tools and equipment. So remember class? Proper storage and handling of clean and sanitized equipment and utensils are very important to prevent recontamination prior to use. Okay, so clean and sanitized equipment and utensils must be, remember, stored in clean storage areas and handled properly to minimize contamination of food contact surfaces. So remember those two. So stored in clean storage areas and handled properly to minimize the contamination of food contact surface. So here we have 10 steps in organizing kitchen cabinets. So of course, we have different kitchen cabinets to store our kitchen tools and equipment. So here are the tips on how will you organize your kitchen cabinets. Okay, so here are the steps on how to organize your kitchen cabinet. So first, you need to pretend it has a glass door. Why? Pretend that everyone is going to see what's inside. Then, remove all the equipment and scrub shelves with soapy water. So from time to time, you need to clean your shelves, or you need to scrub your shelves with soapy water. So para malinis din natin siya class and para masanitize din natin. Then, number 3, think about what you reach most often. And of course, make sure it gets a position that's easy to reach. So, kung ano yung madalas nyong ginagamit, then yun yung ilalagay nyo sa pinakaunahan ng inyong cabinet. Then, take a cabinet full of glasses and line them up by color. So, make sure all the front are facing out and straight. So, di ba commonly, we have different types of glasses, we have different colors of glasses. So, it is more beautiful if we're going to line them up by color. Next, number 5, take a step back after one shelf is done and make someone else look at what you've done. So, para mapakinig din natin ang comment ng iba, if it is enough, kung maganda na ba yung ginawa natin, or kung meron pa silang ibang may sasuggest on how to make our cabinet more organized. Number 6. So, they should be stored in a clean, dry place adequately protected against vermin and other sources of contamination. Of course, it is a must that when you're storing something, di ba, it is a must that it should be in a clean, dry place. So, kailangan ay clean, dry place yung ating pagtataguan ng ating mga gamit. Then number 7, cups, bowls, and glasses must be inverted for storage. So again, it must be inverted for storage, meaning nakataob. Number 8, when not stored in closed cupboards or lockers, utensils and containers must be covered or inverted whenever possible. So, baka hindi natin namamalayan, may dumapo na palang ipis doon, so hindi na natin hinugasan, and so on. Kapag hindi siya nakatago sa ating cabinet, dapat meron siyang covered or it is inverted whenever possible, okay? So, utensils must be stored on the bottom shelves of open cabinets below the working top level. Okay, so number 9, racks, trays, and shelves must be made of materials that are imperious, corrosive-resistant, non-toxic, smooth, durable, and resistant to chipping. And last, number 10, drawers must be made of the same materials and kept clean. So, full line drawers are not acceptable, but the use of clean and removable towels for lining drawer is acceptable. So, di ba, commonly naman, nilalagyan muna natin ng mats or placemat or towel ang ating cabinet bago tayo mag-store ng ating mga tools, utensils, and equipment. So, we are done with cleaning, sanitizing, and storing with our kitchen tools, utensils, and equipment. Now, let's discuss how to clean and sanitize kitchen premises. So, remember class, cleaning your kitchen's working premises regularly is important to keep it look its best and make it free from germs and bacteria that usually accumulate in the kitchen area during food preparations. So, several surfaces around the kitchen, such as walls, the floors, the shelves, and other surfaces, must always be cleaned and sanitized safely using the proper materials to reduce the environmental deficiencies. So, kailangan yung ating working tables, yung ating working premises, we should always clean and sanitize them. So, of course, to avoid contamination, para maiwasan din ang food poisoning, okay? So, kailangan laging malinis ang ating kitchen premises. So, let's talk about the types of sanitizers and disinfectants. So, there are various types of chemicals used for sanitizing and disinfecting equipment. And of course, first aid procedures for accident caused by chemicals. So, we're going to talk about that. Okay, so first we have chemical as sanitizers and disinfectant. So, example of chemical class, we have chlorine, we have ammonia, we have dishwashing liquid, we have soap, we have boric acid, carbolic acid, detergents, timsen, and alcohol. But of course, in using chemicals, kailangan ay lagi tayong maingat. So, it is a must that there is guidance of elderly or mas nakakatanda sa atin when we are using chemical as sanitizer or disinfectants. Next sanitizer is heat sanitizer. So example of heat sanitizer, we have hot water, we have steam, dry heat, the UV light or ultraviolet light, and of course the filtration. So we have two types of sanitizer. First is the chemical sanitizer and then the heat sanitizer. So, how are you going to disinfect your premises? So, here are the procedures on how to disinfect premises. Of course, first, preliminary cleaning is required. Then, apply solution to hand, non-porous surface thoroughly wetting it with cloth, mop, and sponge. Treated surface must remain wet for 10 minutes, then wipe with dry cloth. Then, sponge and mop or allow to air dry. So again, preliminary cleaning is required. Then, if you're going to add solution, you need to apply solution to hand, non-porous surfaces thoroughly, wetting it with mop, cloth, and sponge. Then, if you're going to add some chemicals on a surface, it must remain wet for 10 minutes. Okay, another, use a spray device for spray application. Spray 6 to 8 inches from the surface. So, kailangan may pagitan ng 6 to 8 inches from the surface. Then, rub with a brush, sponge, or cloth. Of course, avoid inhaling sprays. So, to avoid inhaling sprays, you need to wear mask or you need to cover your nose. Then lastly, rinse all surfaces that come in contact with food, such as exterior of appliances, okay, such as exterior of appliances, the tables and stovetop, with potable water before rinsing. So again, remember, all the surfaces that come in contact with food should be rinsed with potable water or should be applied with potable water before rinsing. Okay, since we're using chemicals in sanitizing and disinfectant or disinfecting, what are the first aid procedure that you're going to do when somebody got exposed in chemical poisoning? So here are the first aid procedure caused by chemical poisoning. The question is, anong gagawin nyo? What to do? So, dapat ba ay tatawag agad ng doktor? Dapat ba ay papainumin ng tubig? Papainumin ng gatas? So, here is the answer. Okay, so if the person has been exposed to poisonous fumes such as carbon monoxide, get him or her into fresh air immediately. So, kailangan para hindi ma-suffocate, uh, ilabas natin siya or kailangan pahanginan natin siya. So, dapat ilalagay natin siya sa isang well-ventilated area. Then, if the person swallowed the poison, anong gagawin? So, the first thing you need to do is to remove anything remaining in the mouth. So, hindi mo siya kailangan painumin ng tubig agad or painumin ng gatas. The first thing you need to do is to remove anything remaining in the mouth. So, another case, if the suspected poison is a household cleaner or other chemical, so read the label and follow instructions for accident poisoning. If the product is toxic, the label will likely advise you to call the hospital or doctor. So as you can see naman class, may nakalagay doon sa box kung ano ang content, kung siya ba ay toxic, kung anong toxic level. So may nakalagay din doon kung ano ang gagawin kapag nangyari yung ganyang sitwasyon. Okay, next. Follow treatment directions given by poison center. So, wag magsarili ng gagawin. So, follow treatment directions given by poison centers. And then, another, if the poison is spilled on the person's clothing, remove the clothing and pour the body with continuous tap water. So, of course, kapag natapunan ng poison, so ang unang gagawin, hubarin ng damit, and then pour the body with continuous tap water para ma-rinse off yung poison or yung chemicals na come in contact with her body. Okay? So, tandaan ang lahat ng dapat gagawin if somebody comes in contact with the chemical poisoning. So, alright, that would be all. So again, congratulations, you may now proceed